I'm sure many of you will remember that over the last few months in the newspaper, we have been advertising the Mission Possible, which was a write-in campaign to the new pavilion. This was sponsored by the media group. We had quite a lot of excellent names, and it was not easy coming up with one. However, we did. Is Mrs. Alice Rakunas here, please? Mrs. Alice Rakunas picked the winning name, and I will let her tell you what the name of the new pavilion is going to be.
I'm very proud to name this the Ashland Community Pavilion.
I would like to know if there's a young man here by the name of Jeff Sawin. Jeff, would you like to come up here for a moment, please? Jeffrey is getting an honorable mention for a name for the pavilion, and I'll let Jeff tell you what the name was that he picked.
Stony Stand.
Thank you, Jeff. Hopefully in the next few weeks or a month or so, a new sign will be ready. It is being carved. It is being done by Paul McIntosh, a wood carver here in town, who, as I'm sure you all know, did the wood carving of the town hall sign. And it will be placed on this pavilion, and I'm sure we'll have another nice ceremony for when that the new sign goes up. Thank you very much.
Rick and move to another. Ed Bates. Fred Winsman. And Chairman of the Board, Arnold Baker. Okay, now if I can have Rick Kalani come over here. What we're going to do now, we want the various people that are here who work their brains out trying to put this pavilion up. We have a couple gifts for them, and I'll show you one. We have citations for the various helpers, and there are quite a lot of them here with us, and I'd like you to give them all a round of applause at the end. We have an award which pictures the pavilion, and it has an inscription on it. On behalf of the townspeople, the Ashland Board of Selectmen wish to recognize you for your role in the construction of the Ashland Community Pavilion. Your efforts are sincerely appreciated. Signed under our hands this 19th day of September 1987, and it's signed by each member of the Board of Selectmen. Rick also has a special t-shirt. These t-shirts were made specifically for those people who worked and donated to the pavilion, and it simply says, I helped build the pavilion, the Ashland Community Pavilion at Stone Park, and it has a nice picture of the pavilion. And the design of both of these items was by Linda Whitesmiller. Where's Linda? Put your hand up so everybody can see you. Thanks again very much. I'm going to start reading, and Rick is going to hand out these gifts, and it is a sincere token of appreciation, I'm sure, from the entire town. The American Legion Women's Auxiliary, is there a member here? The American Legion, James O'Carey, Post 77. The Ashland Day Committee, we'll give that to Uncle Ben. Fire Department. Ashland Lumber Company. Hey, Lori. Ashland Police Department. Where's Harry? Ashland School Department. Ashland School Department is being accepted by the superintendent of schools who's been hiding in the crowd. Barry Rothfield. George Barlow. I saw George here. Have a t-shirt. Stephen Brault, Boston Action Photographer. Cable TV of Ashland. Being accepted by Mr. Porter of the Ashland Cable Advisory Committee. Where's Bill Casey? Bill Casey in the Highway Department. He's hiding in the crowd someplace. John Campbell. John Campbell. John Capon. Umberto Carletti. Brent Collison. Where is he? Chuck Carlson of Carlson Construction. Yeah, Rick has a word to say about Carlson Construction.
I just wanted to let all of you know the contribution this man has made to this town. He came from this town originally. He was born and bred here. And eventually he's going to live back here in 2 years, I believe. He built a gazebo for us with a lot of help from his men, people from the Legion, and various other groups. But this year, he's a contractor, Carlson Construction. He came up one day and we just had the beams up and the trusses up. And they spent a whole day, 12 hours from 8 in the morning to 8 at night. And they completed the roof. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this man. I gotta tell you, he's got a crew of 10 men, 10 great people. Keith Harrelson.
Schoenhardt. Dennis Cerrone. Dennis here. Lenny Carenti. Cornerstone Associates. John Dacott. I'm sorry, I forgot that one. Jimmy Demerick. Dennis Desiata. Mike Dever. Bob Diamond. Dave Dunham. Richard Dunham. John Ellsworth. Yes, Pam Dunham is going to accept the Dunham Award. And John Ellsworth, the Pafford Company. Dexter Bessia. Rick Delaney. Thomas Goodrich.
And we have one person for a magic kid. Let's get two people up here. Let's get two people. Let's get one boy and one girl. How old are you? Black, the blue, the red, and the white sport jacket there. Yes. How old are you? 6. Would you like to come up? Come on up. Is there a 6 or 7-year-old girl who would like to help him? 5? How old are you, hon? Come on up. You can come on up. No, Marjorie, you were just stop. Get out with it. The girl in the green, yes. Give him a nice hand for volunteering. Come on up, hon. Stand over here. Let's find out who we have. What's your name? John. Your name is John? They got a lot of rooms named after you, John. What's your name? Lorraine. Lorraine? Corinne and John. All right, we're going to play a little game just to make sure that these two can pay attention and follow directions. Are you ready? Here we go. Do you know the game Simon Says, John? Corinne, do you know the game Simon Says? We're going to play the game. And guess what? If I don't catch these two people 3 times, they will receive 2 free magic kits, one to give to their friends. Are you ready? Game starts right now. Simon Says, face the audience. Put your hands over your head. Good. Very good. Simon Says, put your hands over your head. Simon Says, drop them. Simon Says, put them up. Keep your eyes on him. Simon Says, drop them. Simon Says, put your hands out like this. Simon Says, answer the question. John, how do you like the game?
Good.
Good. Simon Says, Corinne, answer the question. How do you like the game?
Good.
Good. Simon Says, turn and face each other. Good. Simon Says, John, open your arms up a little bit wide. Good. Simon Says, Corinne, open your arms up a little wide. Good. Simon Says, take a step forward. Simon Says, take another 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 step forward. Wait a minute, I want to know something. Simon Says, Corinne, answer the question. How do you like the game now?
Good.
She likes it. Simon Says, John, answer the question. How do you like the game now?
Good.
Good, he likes it. Simon Says, take another step forward. Simon Simon says, get your arms a little bit closer together. Simon says, John, answer the question now. How do you like the game?
Good.
He likes it. Simon says, drop your hands. Simon says, you give them a nice hand. They did real good. Okay, Jonathan and Corinne, Simon says the Simon Says game is over, and both of you have earned 2 magic hits. But now comes the magic. Are you ready? Take a step away from each other, and I am about to bring out something that costs over $6,000, and I'm going to place it in Jonathan's hands. This is very expensive, so Jonathan, be very careful with it. Here it is. Thanks again. Thank you. Let me get it. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this box is worth over $6,000. And Jonathan, I am going to entrust it in your hands. Put a hand on the top and one on the bottom, Jonathan. Corinne, take a step backwards. Good. Let's show everybody what's inside the box. Inside this box is a tissue. Now this tissue doesn't look like much, but this tissue can jump and disappear and travel inside this box, worth over $6,000 that Jonathan has in his hands. Watch. Corinne, your job is to watch the tissue. Your job is to watch the tissue. Keep your eyes on the tissue, watch the tissue travel and jump 2 somersaults in midair and go into the box worth over $6,000 that Jonathan has in his hands. Watch. Are you ready, Corinne? Here we go. Come a little closer. A little closer. A little closer. Can you see the tissue? Can you see the tissue? Watch it. Don't blink an eyelash. Here it goes. It's traveling, ladies and gentlemen, and it's jumped into the box worth over $6,000 that Jonathan has in his hands right now. Did you feel it? That's all right. That's all right, Jonathan. Don't worry about it because here comes the hard part. The hard part is to make that tissue go from the box into the air back to this hand. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, here it goes, it's traveling. An amazing truck, isn't it? You don't seem to like that too much. You know how to do it, Corinne? You know what I did. What did I do?
You didn't open your hand up.
Say that again.
You were like this and you didn't open up your hand up.
It was in my hand all the time. How old are you? 8? You want to be 9? Just stay there, will you? I'll do it again. But this time it's really going to disappear. Are you ready? Keep your eyes on the tissue. Here we go. Don't blink. See it? Don't blink, Corinne. Here it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to disappear. 2 somersaults in the air. Go into the box that Jonathan's holding. Worth over $6,000. Did you see it that time, Jonathan? He saw it that time. Over 5 years I've been doing this trick. You're the only one that ever felt sorry. Okay. Are you ready? Here we go. Are you want to see the hand? You want to see the hand? I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that really did disappear from this hand. Keep your eyes on this hand because it is completely gone. It has traveled from this hand into the box. Open this hand. I'm going to show you that it's completely gone from this hand into the box. Watch the box. Because inside this box, worth over $6,000 is that very same exact tissue. Watch. Jonathan, put your hand on the red knob. Put your hand on that red knob. Be very careful because this box is very expensive. Just turn that red knob and watch. Inside this most expensive box, worth over $6,000 is that very... My box worth over $6,000. The trick worked to jump from my hand into the box. I think I have something at home that will put this together. It's called Elmer's glue. Give these two a nice hand for being good helpers. Oh, we had one helper. You can put him in the umbrella over there. We went for two. Ladies and gentlemen, that this rope is not made out of elastic. I want you to take your two hands, hold on tight to the ends of the rope, and stretch the rope. That's good enough. I run along a pair of my magical skizzes. These skizzes are going to be used to chop the end of the rope. Right like that. And I'm going to take this end and chop this end off like this. You know what that leaves us with? No ends. But I do have a middle. Take the middle, Marjorie, and chop the middle off so we have about two pieces of rope about the same size. Just chop it off in the middle, right over here, so we have two pieces of rope.
I think we're going to be, I mean, they got chili over there. I just, no, they're all out, Gene, and I just went over there, so we got chili dogs. No, we ate.
I'll help her.
I think we're going to start pretty
Look, all you do is just open them up, just put them in there, just chop it off so we have two pieces about the same size. Right in the middle.
That's okay. I got all the chili off my face. Yep. We're gonna take care of this, and then we're gonna
put it right in the middle and just chop it off so we have two pieces of rope about the same size. Put it right in there and chop it off, Marjorie. Put it down, Marjorie, so we have two pieces. I'll tell you what, I brought another pair. Marjorie, open and close them and see if they work. Do they work? Good. Put it right in that hole, right in there. Put it right in the hole. That's good, right in that little hole there, Marjorie. Right in that hole there, Marjorie. That's it. Ah! Watch my fingers, will you? Get in the hole. That's good. Keep it going. I'll help you out. So we have 2 pieces of rope. Hold it tight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 pieces, even at the top and perfectly even right at the bottom. It's not really even, is it? Marjorie, where would you chop it off to make it even? No, face the audience. That's good. Now chop it off right there. That's good. Watch the fingers, Marjorie. I'll help you out. She wants to chop it off right there. Now we have 2 pieces even at the top and perfectly even right at the bottom. That's all right. That's all right. Because if somebody comes up and makes a mistake, a magician can just snap the trick all over again. Let's take the 2 ends this time. No, please don't. Don't stop. Look, at the beginning of the trick. I took the ends and I chopped the ends off so we had no ends. Then I took the middle and chopped the middle off so we had no middle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're left with just a rope with no ends and no middle. But if you like an end, you do what we call a little karate chop and you go like this, watch. Now we have the rope back like it was. Give Marjorie a nice hand for me and you can help her up there.
I'm going to feature him and play fiddle for you. One more tune here. Here's a good song, good fiddle tune called Dixie Hoedown. you for coming back. We'd like to do just one final thing here and have you all join in with us. We like to close our shows with God Bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains through the prairie to the ocean, wide and broad. South America, my home sweet home. South America, my home sweet Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Let's hear it for the John Penny Band this afternoon. Thank you. With this rain, it's another great reason to have this pavilion. This is the hottest place the whole day.
Well, you gotta edit that. Well, do you want to start talking about the Ashland Day Committee is taking on various projects in the town to try to make this town have a little more facilities in their parks and other areas. One of the first things we did last year was to build a gazebo, which has been used very extensively throughout the year. This year we chose as a project the building of a pavilion to give restrooms and a snack bar and things so that the park can be utilized even more so. One of the problems that we've had down in the park with the recreation department and things is that there are no facilities for the children to use the restrooms and areas, and therefore they have to cut their activities short. Hopefully this project will be completed by September the 19th when we have Ashland Day. We have a plan of the proposed pavilion. We have started the proposed pavilion, working with the water and sewer department and the highway department, digging out and excavating the wading pool, which hasn't been used in the last 10 or 15 years. The Park Tree and Cemetery chose that location for the pavilion. They thought that would be the place to put it, and that's where we're establishing the pavilion. Ricky Galani is the chairman of the building committee, and I'm going to turn this over to him so that he can explain. I'll hold the map and he can try to explain to you what we're doing here. And Gorman Richardson designed this for us, am I right, Rick?
Right, they're the architects.
Okay.
The building itself is going to be 54 by 40 feet. It'll contain both men and women's bathrooms, and it'll be constructed out of block. The bathrooms area, the storage area, and we also have a snack bar. And then there'll be an open area for picnic tables, the pavilion end of it. Like Ben said, water and sewer is already installed the water and sewer lines into the open end of the pavilion. The next step, Cornerstone Associates, they have laid out the area of the pavilion, staked it out, and the next step after that, we will do the excavation for the foundation. I believe the highway department's going to do that, right?
Right.
This happened once before. I came to your door, no reply. They said it wasn't you, but I saw you peek through your window. You know, if you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again. Told you once before goodbye, but I came back again. As the girl what you wanted to be, she said, baby, can't you see? I wanna be famous, a star on the screen, but you can do something in between. Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Baby, you can drive my car, and baby, I love you. Listen, do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? Let me whisper in your ear. Say the words you love to hear. I'm in love with you. Try to see it my way. Gonna have to keep on talking till I can go on. Wanna see it your way. But a risk of knowing that love might soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out. I should have known better with a girl like you, that I would love everything that you do, and I do. Hey, he's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land. You're gonna lose that girl, you're gonna lose that girl, you're gonna lose, yes, yes, that girl, you're gonna lose, yes, yes, lose that girl. I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's too bad. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. She's gotta take it to ride. She's gotta take it to ride. She's gotta take it to ride, but she don't care. going back home. I've been away now. Oh, how I've been alone. Wait till I come back to your side and forget the tears we cried. But if your heart breaks, don't wait. Tear me away. And if your heart's strong, hold on. I won't be late.
Okay, I'd like to introduce Carlson Construction, Bobby D. Orange, raise your hand, Pete Carlson, Charlie Greenleaf, Greg Carlson, Gary Carlson, Steve Orphan, Dexter Fisher, Herb Smith, Rick Smith, and we have Boris Lepiski, who has his own business in town here and has helped out a great deal. And I'm Chuck Carlson.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I'm standing here in front of the pavilion with Rick Galante and Ben Montenegro. Rick, Ashland Day's been here. We've had the grand opening. What are the next plans for the pavilion?
When we find out the finances for the end result for Ashland Day, the plans right now would be to close in the structure for the winter. And if there is sufficient amount of money there, we'd like to do the electrical work before winter, and then in the spring install the bathrooms. Also, before winter, we'd like to have it painted, if we can afford it.
Ben, what do you see for the upcoming spring and summer?
What we have here, as Ricky said, is we're trying to go through our finances to find out how much money we'll have over and above the cost of the parade and the day. Right now, we're at a point where we get it about 90% completed. The people that have helped us will help us again in the spring. Hopefully by the time the programs open up in the spring, we will have the pavilion completed. Over and above that, what we hope to do in the back of the pavilion is to put in a bocce court, some horseshoe courts, and to do whatever work has to be done on the pavilion and the gazebo. And then maybe if we have the time, we'll take the old house that sits in back and help Paul make it into a storage area for whatever he wants to use it for. Basically, we were very thankful for all of the donation and the help and labor and materials and monies that the people in the town and even outside of the town have contributed towards this venture. It is, depending on who you talk with, if this building was to be built by town's funds, it would have cost approximately $100,000 to $150,000. So this will give you an idea of what the town is getting through donations and other things.
What I'd like to also mention is we've been asked several questions on the snack bar, how it's going to be run, and that's going to fall under the Cemetery Park and Tree Department. So anyone that's interested or has questions, they should contact them. Like I said, the bathrooms should be installed next spring. The snack bar is being designed by Capusas. Hopefully that'll be finished by maybe May. Also, there was a contest on the naming of the pavilion by the Ashland Day Committee. The name of it is the Ashland Community Pavilion, and we're going to install a sign in the front here. That'll probably be done by the spring.
You also had Mr. Capuzas also contributed some refrigeration equipment and Mr. Papadallis up at the Tasty Treat, so that you have, this will be complete when it's done. You'll have refrigeration, you'll have dispensers to give out your ice creams and whatever. So I'm sure that as any group that can go through the Park, Tree, and Cemetery and wants to utilize this, we'll have a nice setup here.
There was over 100 people involved in the construction of this pavilion. Really, at this time we couldn't name them all, but it will be publicized, and the Ashland Day Committee will see that they're all thanked properly.